Toni, I'm from Music 224 and I'm here with Michael from Helloween.
There she
Pleased
is.
to meet you.
Have you ever seen her lately? Look at her, like she's put on her best, what is it?
A shirt. Yeah.
For you.
Yeah, exactly.
And me, I didn't even wash my hair, so it's all greasy and dirty, and there's probably some dandruff hidden in there somewhere.
You've done this before, haven't you?
Yeah, do you see anything? It's like, always here, I always try to clean this, in case somebody looks at me from behind going like, oh, he's so cute. So, yeah.
Cover all angles.
Is that running?
It isn't, no. You're right. It's a good job that is though, isn't it?
He's got that thingy and that's connected to the cam and but you don't record a security backup.
I was supposed to, so good point.
So in Final Cut Pro or whatever you want to use, you're not on the Windows side, are you?
No.
No. So in Final Cut Pro, you can sync the tracks, and then yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
So, you were founded in 1985, so you are celebrating 30 years this year.
Yeah.
How would you say the industry has changed from back in the 30s?
I don't know. It's just like, by that time, I just saw, I think it was the making of the new Duran Duran album, and so Andy Taylor was sitting there, at the mixing board. I suppose it was him.
Yeah.
And then and then we had like the tiny bit of guitar right here, you hear the difference, and then, some filter to be applied, like, whoa, and yeah, and that's like our new album, it took us so long and we're so proud of it. And that's kind of like, I thought, wow, there was like an SSL desk or what, and I thought like, would we go into a studio nowadays if we had like a reunion album and use SSL decks? Probably, or like a Neve one. No, in fact, we're producing on Pro Tools, and just with the last record we succeeded in putting so much of that old analog original stuff, gadgets, in there, so it sounds the way it sounds now. And there's even more gadgets in comparison to what we've done before with the Straight Outta Hell.
Yeah.
The Straight Outta Hell is pretty analog and good sounding and everything, but still a lot more digital than the recent one, the My God-Given Right. That's so freaking analog, you wouldn't believe, It sounds so much like the Keeper One, is what I would say. So what has changed in the business and everything, I think the managers got more cynical and richer, and Spotify is kind of not paying the artists their due share.
No.
That's what I think. And so I hope that, the principle of Apple Music will be understood eventually in 30 years, because that's when I will maybe get my share of money on the whole thing, because I don't like to work for free. And our other guitarist, Sasha, says, that like the behavior of the listener has changed quite a lot, that like the young listeners wouldn't even know why they're not supposed to use Spotify for getting the info about like what they want to know and just listen to it and whatever, But the thing is that the artists don't get paid that way. Like you can have a multiple million stream success, and what you get then is like a freaking 1,800 quid for the two other people you are working with, or the other four and whatever. And no, that's not right. I just wanted to say that because that's also what's changed. And the facilities and everything, like there's so many bands now, so many promo-ass who are doing shows and concerts, and I can't even follow all that stuff, that amount of artists and bands that come up, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But I can't follow all of that, and I can't make sense of this direction, where's that one going, and what's like your impression of the current music scene in wherever. I gotta go like I don't freaking know. Don't ask me, I've lost track.
Do you mean sort of in the social media sort of side of it?
Anywhere, and then you never know how many of them actually can make a living out of that, or they still have to take on a few jobs or whatever. But that's not what it's about. It's just that, just to repeat it, Spotify is great means, of making them take on more jobs, because it doesn't work out with what they're doing, which is not fair. It's just like, I think if there's another queen to emerge or another muse, then, you got to support these bands, and these bands need finances. They need money, in order to pay their next SSL production if they want to, or they got to pay for the expensive plugins for the next production or whatever. And to present themselves inside of lights like these, like I can, because it's like I got it all, and I'm one of the lucky few, we have a niche to serve, that gives us everything so we can make a living out of it.
Yes.
We are lucky. But then, I'm just speaking for the ones who may not be so lucky right at this point. Be aware of that.
Yes.
And then the next time you take your free stream, and you go like, oh yeah, I kind of dig this band, so cool. Yeah, do they get your money for what they just make you feel like, that you feel so good?
Yes.
Just give them some free quid for it, or give them, and in reality what they receive for it is like in the 0 minus, range.
Yeah.
Kind of like 0.000 something for your good feel that you just got. And then you go to your friend and go like, hey, listen to this, they're awesome, man, or girl. And then listen, and and that's another 0.000 something they get. And then, they got like, let me rave on, right?
It's fine. I do want to go on to the book though before they come and tell me off.
Yeah, the book.
The book.
We got a...
Why have you written a book?
30-year anniversary Hell book out, with lots of interesting facts, and a lot of rumors are blown up in there, that's like anything that people thought were like I'm gay or whatever. I'm not, and that's not even in that book, I think. So that's still an unsolved mystery. Yeah, but I just came out here. I'm not gay, and sorry about this.
First.
This is going to shatter a few hearts, I'm pretty sure. And then, that book, and we have 777 special deluxe editions with like signatures in there, and like hard cover and embossed stuff and gold and whatever.
Wow.
And so there's a standard edition which covers all the info and all the stuff that's in the ultra special book as well, which you can also get if you're like more cost oriented and sensitive about like what you give out for things like that. And actually, with the hardcover, you can better smash your naughty brother.
Yes.
All right. And with the other one you can as well, just not maybe as effective.
Not work as well. So as you mentioned earlier, My God-Given Right is your latest album, number 15. How has that been received?
I think the reviews were great, and I was happy about it because I had my own opinion about that record. I think it's got a lot of magic, and it's got that analog warm sound and everything. And it's a lot more accessible, and I never want to say commercial, but it's a lot more accessible to, housewives. And I always say, and their dogs, who could maybe buy that. Rather than the one we had before, which is already quite accessible, or the Seven Sinners we've done before, which may not be bought by each and every housewife. But like with the last one, the God-Given Right, that may happen, or could. Like you can play that to a housewife and she goes like, oh, I like this. It sounds almost as good as Iron Maiden. And why not? Not bad.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, thank you for having a chat with me. And shall I let you go?
I'm not gay, and so I won't be. and then I guess, and
Well,
then
things could change.
ever say never, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's like, thanks for your interest, for your time, and for my mumblings and ramblings and whatever. I thank myself and you for listening to it.
Thank you.